All right. Good morning, everybody. Today is March 10th, 2025, on a Monday morning. Starting out the day not very good so far. We are seeing only a few stocks on the move right now. So that's one big problem because of the big sell-off. So let me go to the chart here. So right now we have QQQ. You can see it has fell to it gaps down, right? And then it fell to new low. So we are getting down 2.8% right now on the Nasdaq. Go to 5-minute bar here. So you can see it gaps down, and then we found some low here, and then look at there's no like there's not much movement. Like it couldn't even go much above the opening price, and then it got rejected right there, and then it went down lower now. So basically, we're gonna test the lows of the day multiple times, and then we might see some sort of bounce eventually. Again, we'll see if that bounce can work. So Friday we have the bounce. So that's what happened. Let me go to 10-minute bar. So last week we basically have one down day here, and then we have a reversal on Tuesday, and then another reversal on Wednesday, and then we have a down day on Thursday, and then on Friday we have a reversal. So three reversals out of 5 days. So now the biggest problem is obviously we're still making new lows here, and now we're making new lows again, right? So that's the we're still in a downtrend. Um, Market is terrible. There's not much really not much power at all, and we fall below the 200-day now. So which means like there's no more cushion or support level that could hold this index, right? So it can fall like easily, and this is very disappointing open because Friday we reverse and we rebound back to the black line, and then this morning we gap down, which means institutions are not supporting this index, right? So there's no really like you don't really want to be in the market if the institutions aren't going to support this market. So that's the biggest problem right now. There's just no buyers coming in, and so that means stocks can go down easily. Especially growth stocks and speculative stocks. So here's the long bull market here that we had since like October lows right there, and now it's basically um most likely I think this is at least an intermediate correction, meaning like we're gonna reset a lot base, because this is a base right here, and now we've broken that base, so that will reset a lot of growth stock base, because a lot of stocks will have the same pattern. Um, so that's one thing. So like I said, in the long term, it's probably not bad. So depending on how far this comes down, we will see something like that, right? Go to a monthly chart. So you see in October 22, we have huge monthly corrections here that dragged on for like pretty much 9 months, like from early 22, right, to like September, October, right? Right now we are in a um, second month, yeah. So this is the second month of correction, which again doesn't even look like much of correction on the monthly chart. Um, so that's interesting. But we're still in this huge, sick, like I don't know what they call it. I can't remember the term. but this is still in a long-term uptrend, like since '08. You can see this red line down here. So this is still going, and we're not even close to that level right now. So it could fall to that far, right? It's possible that it comes all the way down here. That will put it at roughly what level here? Let me see. Probably closer to 400 level. So just to give an idea of what this, if this correction wants to go to the limit, at least to that support line, we are going down to 400, which is pretty far away. Like that's pretty far away. And yeah, 400 is right here. So, but yeah, but that's on the monthly chart. Again, not trying to scare anybody here, but that's just what this line is showing. Um, not sure why it's so. Oh, there you go. Okay. So there you go. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We are in oversold territory though, because like there's so many signals showing that right now. So stochastic is one. So we are at the lows here. So generally at the lows we see a bounce. So right there, right there, right there, and right there, right? But we haven't seen the bounce so far, so that's you know. But anytime now we could see a bounce. Um, the other one that was pointed out. So here's the index. Here's the short-term overbought or oversold. So here's the value here. So we have bounced back a little bit here. Interesting. Um, so that's interesting. Let me shut down some of my notifications here. Then we have this 10-day moving average on up days versus down days, and also you can see this also has come down, cross above the down days volume. So down day volume is much higher, and then we have 10-day moving average new highs. So you can see the 10-day moving average is hitting new highs constantly, right? So yeah, a lot of secondary indicator. The only one indicator I feel that's kind of not really showing a big top yet is the volatility index, because usually we see a bar that is substantial like this. Now it didn't happen here, but because those are not really a market correction. A market correction was in August. That was the last time, and even then, that wasn't last summer August. That even that one wasn't like huge, right? But yet the index, the volatility index, shot up. Whereas the rate now is moving up, but they're not moving up in a climax top fashion, right? Like see a one bar like that. So that's what is really still bothering me in this market is the volatility in terms of panicking, right? That's what create volatility. Is people panic and they just like, oh, I gotta get out, and we're still not seeing that panic happening. And until that happens, I don't know if we're gonna find a bottom yet. But who knows? Today is a pretty big down day, so maybe it will happen. Maybe I don't know. But I just don't feel that we at that panic zone yet. Even though it's down significantly, like this is pretty severe, like in terms of pricing. But in terms of like say the sentiment, I don't know. if the market is really fearful yet, where everyone just dump their shares, right? But if you are owning some of the Teslas or Nvidia or the really high beta type of stocks, right? Palantir, I don't know if you are in that mode yet. Like how many of them, how many people out there are still holding App and Palantir, or I don't know. That's the big question. Because if people aren't giving up yet, then it could go further. Palantir. And this one's starting to make new lows again today. So again, it's resuming its downtrend again. So again, the downtrend line is very important. Um, if you jump in too early, you could suffer big losses, especially if you don't have risk management. Um, you know, uh, yeah. So there's lots of stocks still making new lows. Like I don't, I don't see. So this one is down 37%, right? App loading is down 53% now. I mean, I'm just trying to think back some of the names here. Hood, Robinhood's down 42%. Uh, Reddit is down 50%. So you see, all these high flyer growth stocks in the last rally are correcting close to 50% right now. And there's a good saying in a bear market. Um, there's the 50-80 rule, which means um, 80-50 rule. I don't remember which way it goes. But basically, it's 80% of growth stocks can correct up to 50%. And then there's going to be 50% of those stocks could correct up to 80%. So, I mean, that's what a bear market is. And the other thing I want to say is this is a fast correction. I mean, this is in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, you're down 50%. 5 weeks, you're down 50%. I mean, that's incredible speed. Let's go to Tesla now, because that's a big market cap guy, and you know this one is down 50%, and I mean this one topped earlier than other stocks, but but it's just the speed, right? As it corrects. This is 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you count from here, it's 8 weeks, but it tops earlier than most stocks right here. So that's incredible speed, right? If you go back to like the 2022 market, right? I mean, even this part right here took a long time, right? And then you have yeah. So the other thing that's kind of interesting, let me take out the marker for a second. All boxes. Take out the boxes here. And here's the 2022 sell off here. So so one thing that I do notice about this bear correction, I don't want to call it bear market yet, because I don't know. So here it was like it try a few times and then it break here. It try another time and then it break here, right? So what I'm trying to say is like it tries so many times before it even break, and then it come back here and then you see the 200-day starting to act as resistance, and that's when this thing start to curve down now, and that's when this stock start to lose its momentum and couldn't find the bottom the top, but it can't come back to the top no more, and it just took down. So this part right here was a pretty severe correction, and you can see this is somewhat similar but just faster, right? So it goes to back to 50-day, but you see it lost the 50-day, but it never even come back to try it once more. It just went straight down. So this one, I believe, from top to bottom was like a 70% correction. So right now, I don't know how, but we're already at 50%. So in such a short time. Um, And yeah, and it's possible this stock will come back to undercut this base right here. It's possible. Like you know, I would think the market wants to, like, if this is truly like a big correction, I think like it will probably test the lows here. And in the worst case scenario, it will come down to this previous low, which is that's pretty bad. If it comes down here, that will put it near, 140, around 138. But that's pretty extreme. But like the speed as it going down right now shows that it can reach that far. So and we haven't seen any support comes in yet. So yeah. Anyhow, the reason I bring this stock up is just because of the severity of the sell off right now on this stock. It's definitely one of the top ones right now being sold off hard. And every day it just today it's another 8%. Like it's just like there's no support whatsoever. It's almost like people want to get out instead of getting in, which is kind of weird when you think about it because this is a large cap growth stock. So what's happening to the growth? Like, is something changed all of a sudden? Like, what happened? Like, So that's the question you want to ask yourself. Like, are these earnings no longer the forecast no longer good? And if that's the case, like, if that's the case, then what about like all the other growth stocks, right? Like, what makes this is it because it's auto manufacturer? Like, like, is this a possible retaliation on tariff? Like, possible. I don't know. Like, anyhow. So I just want to bring up some of the extreme stocks that have corrected a lot, because there's really not much to look at. We can look at the stocks in the move, but really, I just want to show the severity of this correction. So we are seeing some bounce right here on some stocks. So let's see what's coming up here. So we have MWA. This is building construction. So it's bouncing right now. Earnings are not the strongest for me, but it is bouncing. So this one, the earnings line has been going up slowly. Um, so relative strength new high. So there's momentum here on this one. So today is the 10th. So Tego is a telecom service provider. So this one do have stronger earnings, right, from 50 cents to 70 cents, and it's making new high. So this is one stock I'm still holding. Most of my stocks get stopped out, so it's not working. But this one is working, and this is my entry point here. It crosses this long-term trend line. This was the first time it fell right there. It reversed, okay, and then earnings came out, and then it just took off after that. So that's one that works. I think right now I would say the odds of making good on a trade is like less than 50% for sure. So that's why, like, you don't want to be aggressive at all even if you find a good stock and want to trade it. It's just very tough. Like, I mean, they go up and they come back down so easily. So that's the problem. So that's Tigo, um, RRC. Here's the earnings on RRC. It's really good earnings, but the stock hasn't done much. And because this is oil and gas, right? So gas is doing well, but oil is not doing well. in terms of the price. But today we see a bounce here. Again, we're still under the downtrend line. So that's still in a normal trend. Excel, this one have one negative quarter growth here. Um, but this is making new highs, so there is momentum on this one. This is in biotech. So this is national fuel gas and gas distribution. So gas is doing well, right? So um, gas prices are doing well. So this is big growth too. And this stock is like literally like you don't even see any negative stuff on this chart here. It did pull back last week, and it stopped me out right there, I think. But then I bought it back, so I think I do have this stock still. Let me see. Nope, I don't see it on my list. Oh yeah, yeah, I see it. Okay, still on my list. So we'll see if this can continue. But I don't know. This bounce. We'll see how this bounce go. It hasn't make it. If it closed here, it did make a new closing high, but I prefer it make a new intraday high, like a new high as well, higher than previous day. So if I go to like 5 minute chart, this will be the highs right here. So this morning we got rejected again. So we'll see if it goes through. That will be important. Okay, let me continue. So this one is still working right now. Next we have MCK. So this is McKesson in the wholesale drug business. So this is making new highs right now. So they have 1 quarter of slow growth, but overall it looks pretty good. It is making new high. Look at the volumes coming in on the breakout as well. So that looks really good. So that's not bad at all. EQT, this one also have good earnings, but the stock is not doing much right now. Oil and gas integrated, still correcting. Here's the upper channel line, still on the down slope. So what's happening with gold today? Looks like it, so still have strong earnings here. Still near the highs. Um, this one's looking good. So I do have this one. Let me check the whole gold price here. So it's down actually. The gold price is down today. But that one stock actually moving up. Interesting. I think the other ones might not be doing so well. Like, let me see AGI, because I think I got stop out a couple. Like AGI, yeah, I think I might have stopped out at this right now. Pretty sure I did. Yes, I did. So that's one. Um, again, even gold stocks having a hard time moving up. AU also hit my stop this morning. So very tight stop. I have very tight stop. So it's just not working. The momentum is just hard to carry with this kind of market. Um, the other areas that kind of not doing well is Chinese stock this morning, because I think, like, for example, look at KWEB, it's down 4% right. Yeah, I think it's down 4% right now. That's a pretty big drop. So Chinese stock is pulling back today, so that's also not good. So QFIN was one of my stock. It got knocked out today. right here. So make new lows. So that's not a good sign. I still have maybe one or two Chinese stock, but again, it's not looking good right now. So even the Chinese and gold stocks are getting hammered now in this market. Pretty much everything's getting hit. There's no there's no exceptions right now. But yeah, Argo is like really the only exception today. Really interesting. I'm not sure why. They maybe have some news. I don't know. Usually they do when they yeah, I don't know. Here's Vertex also making a new recent high. It does have slower earnings growth, 420 to 427, still in the positive, but just slower. And then 441 to 431. So so again, slowing there. Yeah. So a little bit slower growth on this one. You can see the earnings lines hasn't grown that much at all. That's Vertex. RMD. Earnings okay, a little bit lower than 10%. It is bouncing today, so I'm not sure if there's any news there, but that's a pretty big move. It came above all the short-term moving average, including the 50-day. So this is a good, very technical pattern. It's really good because it came above all the moving averages today. So from a momentum perspective, this looks pretty good. WLY, this one only going very little, 121 to 127. So it is moving up on the media book. So this is, I don't know, this is not one of the growth area for sure, but yet stock is just showing tremendous strength right now. It's trying to come back really fast, and volume is really high on this. So that's the earnings move, I think. Yeah, EPS move. So there was good earnings, so that's why it has moved since. So this was a new high zone as well. Halo, Halo also have good earnings here, 79 to 96 cents. Yeah, really good earnings. And this one has been bouncing for a while now. It seems like the market hasn't impacted at all as much, really. So this looks pretty good. Let me check the ranking on this one. 62. So that's not bad. Um, yeah. So not many stocks are withstanding this market, going up the other way. But this is one of them. So ATRO. So this one's holding up really nice. Aerospace defense. Um, the next 2 quarters look pretty good. It's moving up in earnings. And then 335 to 33 and 48 to 38. So after that, it kind of slowed down a little bit. Um, so yeah, it depends what your criteria is. But yeah, this stock looks pretty good too, momentum wise. Uh, so I think yeah, all this we went through. So yeah, let's just do a final market check. It's a short stream today because there's really not many stocks at all. Like this is as low as it gets. Like not exciting at all. Just waiting for this market to finish this correction. Who knows when? You can see market is now at new lows again. Um, again, there's just no more buying appetite. It's down 3.2, 3.3 almost. Um, and this is now extreme sell. Like there's no more support level, right? So the problem is like now stocks can fall easily, and then at some point it's gonna capitulate, and everyone's just gonna give up. I don't know how far before it does that. Again, the Wix is my biggest concern right now. It's just not showing the one bar that is shoot up like this, right? Like this is a strong vertical bar. This is a strong vertical bar, and in most corrections we do see that, and we haven't seen it yet. So, and even this morning, like we are down 3.3%, and it barely moved, right? So this is my concern here that the market's not done yet. There's not enough fear. Now, there's lots of fear in measured by like some of the sentiment out there, like the AII, American Association Investors are showing 60% in bearish. There's also this, some of the fear and greed index, the CNN, also really low. Um, but in general, but the WIX is not showing that, you know. So so not every indicator is showing that right now. So let me find the CNN fear greed. It's pretty low, I think. 16 now. Yeah. So it's extreme fear. But yet, like I said, why is the WIX not jumping? Like what's happening here? So no, it doesn't mean it has to happen, but it's usually better when it happens because that just show people like puke, right? They use that term puke, like like even though you don't want to puke, but you puke, like So anyhow, I don't want to end the stream in that note. I do think that eventually the market will find a bottom, and that will give huge opportunities. All these stocks that we're talking about, right? Growth stocks have corrected a lot. Like I don't know. Even this, let me go to CLS. This is one of the ones that originally withhold the deep seek sell off. Even this one have give back a lot, right? 44%. Wow, I couldn't believe it because it doesn't seem like that long ago it was still near high. So these are the AI power stocks, right? Or related. We have VST 46%, okay, and then we have BRT 49%. I mean, growth stocks are down, like I say, 50%, most of them, and and then some of them might go to the 80% rule. So I don't know. We just have to be very patient, not try to catch a falling knife right now. It looks good to buy at this moment, like if you're a long-term investor. But short-term, I think like it could go further. So thank you for watching this stream. Stay safe and have a good day. Thank you. Bye bye.